Welcome to Think Twice Manga. I'm Chase.
I'm Mike.
And we are reviewing Attack on Titan, the anime, not the manga. So, don't spoil it. No spoilers. Alright, Mike, so what you think of it so far?
First, let's break it down between episodes 1 through 4, and then the newest one, episode 5. So, 1 through 4, I'm so used to, One Piece, Naruto, like all the mainstream animes, that I forget females actually have like boobs. Like I just sort of like don't see it. And then
where your mind went.
and then when I started watching this one, I was like, it just came quickly to my mind. Is that a boy or girl? Like it wasn't as quick as a distinction. So that's one thing that I found a little different. 1 through 4, can you agree that the Titans got an upgrade from 1 through 4? Come chapter 5, they got a massive upgrade.
Yeah.
Like we saw the giant one. He doesn't really do much except break the wall. We see the running one 1 through 4. He just runs. We're not sure how smart he is.
He was the armored one, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Armored Titan, yeah.
So, if he's armored, how can they...
I didn't really notice if he had a plate on the back of his neck or not, but I mean, I definitely saw the cannonballs didn't do crap.
Well, they'll regenerate anyways.
Yeah, but that wasn't even slowing him down. It was at least knocking other Titans away, and he was still just charging right through it. So,
what will happen if he does have a metal plate over there, just like overpowered, just like...
That's the game.
And I want to see more of him. Like, we saw him once, and then he like stares him down like, what are you? I thought you were an evil monster. Why are you staring him down? Like when the ship was leaving, it's like, why did you stop, bro? Keep going. The job's not finished. like you could have ended that. You could have ended the story right there and then. Just he like jumps in the water, just fucking.
Man don't know how to swim. He's the armor Titan. That man sinks.
That would be a good weakness. Like make a moat, but then the giant one would just like
walk through it.
Just walk.
Toss some alligators in there. I don't know.
Could you poison him?
I actually thought about that when I was, again, thinking, I told you earlier, how just the military's ineptitude in this anime was insane. Their only tactics they have are to shoot cannonballs to slow them down and head straight for the biggest, most massive thing that they know is going to kill them. They fought them 1,000 times head on with thousands of troops, and they've never changed their tactics once. I mean, how long did it take humanity to get corralled into that one circle?
We don't know what the scouting techniques... Well, that guy did say, like, we haven't learned anything.
But they could at least try something different. Trip the things up. Yeah. Set up some ropes, guerrilla tactics. Don't go running straight on, head on. That's like me trying to run at a truck and think I'm going to win.
Yeah.
It's what it is. It's just they only have cannons. We see how accurate those are.
But that's just a defensive guy. That's not including the recon guys.
But even
the recon guys are probably more skilled. The defense guys never seen. Remember the one guy who's like, I was scared as shit because I've never even seen one. The recon guys probably seen him more often. They probably have more techniques.
But there wasn't even a resistance for the first attack. There was maybe 4 soldiers, and they all ran for it immediately. I saw no kind of army whatsoever, other than some soldiers that were doing, evacuation, and then a couple that died immediately. It was like there was no kind of setup for this whatsoever. They were not prepared in any way, shape, or form. Well, and no leadership at all.
The leader is the guy that's playing chess with that one guy.
But there are still leaders below that. There's a general, there's corporals, majors. I don't know the ranks or whatever, but there's always a ranking system. And there just was chaos and anarchy and whoever died deserved it because they did nothing to try to sustain their lives.
Are we done with 1 through 4? Is that it?
That's pretty much it. They just introduced it to this really dark world where humanity's corralled in this little circle.
What's the point of the Titans? Like, why did... Like, in chapter... I know it's episode 5, but what was it... Like, they don't need to eat. Like, they can just not eat forever. Like, I can understand if they were like... We were like the prey and they were the predators and they needed to eat us to survive. I can understand that, but they're just like... They can live forever without eating us. They just want to eat us just to eat us.
It'll be something silly like, it's nature's way of trying to get rid of us, or it's the embodiment of human hatred, blah blah blah. It'll be something like that.
It could be like that.
They've done that in a lot of stuff.
That seems kind of obvious, and I don't know if I'm used to now reading manga not to expect the obvious. Like throw out the obvious. Maybe I don't know how good this author is. I haven't read the manga, and I don't plan on to, so don't spoil it.
But that was about 1 through 4. They just introduced us, showed us this main character and how his mama died in front of him, and
that was pretty fucked up.
What can you do, man? She got crushed. It's not like the soldiers could have helped her. Well, they could have if they were there.
The guy that what's his name? I really should know this guy's name. The one that saved Aaron and his sister.
He isn't the main character, really. He just seems like he was kind of there. I haven't seen him since then.
I know. I like to think of him as a main character. Like that's when he said you were brave enough, and I was just like you were brave, but you weren't strong enough. I was strong enough, but I wasn't brave enough. That I think will be a reoccurring theme. Everyone has their strengths and weaknesses. We even saw it with Aaron's friend. That's episode 5. But we done with 1 through 4.
Yeah, that seems about right.
All right, so I think that's a reoccurring theme. I have a strength, but I also have weakness. When they're going through all the other 10 students, they're top 10, and they're he's good at fast, but he's not strong, or she's good by herself, but not as a team. I think that's gonna be a reoccurring theme,
Yeah.
And what's Aaron's friend's name? I'm gonna print out the names.
It's an M, or it starts with an M.
I'm gonna print out the names so I know the names. But his friend was like, "Oh, he's smart, but he's not. He's just not. He's too scared. He's scared easily. He's sort of like the Blue Ranger." Remember
Billy?
Is that his name?
Yeah, the Blue Ranger's name is Billy.
So yeah, he has the attack strategy, but he doesn't have the strength to pull off the maneuvers or whatever. Animations off the chain. I like this new, the whole little jet thingy,
It would be great if they worked.
They do work.
Oh yeah, I've seen. When have you seen it work?
They went across the town in seconds.
Yeah, they went right. They went to their death faster than anybody else did.
Yeah. Okay, but they're. Oh, this came to my head. Remember how they said, there's a group that's in front of us? Weren't they the more experienced group?
Yeah, they were slaughtered immediately.
They were slaughtered, or they're hiding?
No, they were slaughtered. Everybody died.
Who's gonna help Aaron right now? Who's gonna help? Because I was thinking Aaron is screwed right now.
I have no idea, dude. That's what I'm saying. They have no tactics, but they haven't even tried to adapt their strategy to battle these things. They send people to die, and they're just like, well, maybe they'll get full.
Aaron's group went out there, and he didn't see any of them.
Because they're dead.
They could be hiding. They could be practicing that guerrilla warfare. They could be hiding in the shadow. Because who's going to save Aaron right now? He's done for. He's no arm, no leg. Who's going to save him?
The fact is, I have no answer for that, to be honest.
It's a guy. They're going to come out of nowhere and save him at the last second. Or this is the last second. The beginning of episode 6.
I don't even know how you can save him, because cutting their stomach ain't going to do anything. They'll have to kill the thing. Nobody's there. They're all very far away.
That's what I'm saying. It has to be those the group that was set in front of them. And they're like, oh, what happened to them? And they didn't mention it. They didn't say, oh, they were all wiped out. They said, no, you need to go back up.
I'm pretty sure they were all wiped out. I haven't seen any evidence of anybody thinking tactically. I just see, let's rush to our deaths as fast as we can and see if any of us get lucky.
Yeah.
I mean,
remember,
had 5 years.
It's only episode 5.
I understand.
They're gonna have to shock and wow us, and they're gonna have to progress and get better. Think about it. Episode 100. They're not gonna be stuck on these.
This is how I feel it's gonna be. People are gonna. It's not because I was thinking, maybe this will be a military tactically thought out manga. It's not, because they had 5 years to think up a way after they got attacked originally to defeat these things.
Hold up. We haven't seen the recon team. They're still the defense team. We don't know what the recon team's been doing.
But the recon team doesn't defend humanity.
I know, they go out and attack.
But that's the important part, is even the defensive team, the recon team's out there. They do their own thing, and then they come back, they'll regather troops, get their orders, and they go back out. They're just like scouts.
Okay.
The defensive, just military in general, whatever you want to call it, they had 5 years, and all they did is they set up a couple of cannons on the walls.
Okay.
And they put about 20 feet in front of a gate.
Which the cannons which do nothing, and they know that it does nothing. It just slows them down.
They could have even thought of better weapons. Like I was talking to you earlier, like a ballista where they shoot a 3-foot-long arrow into a thing's kneecap, and I don't care if it heals or not, with a 3-foot-long arrow stuck in its kneecap, and you make it serrated, makes it a lot harder to pull out.
And then he pulls it out, and then
he heals. If it's serrated.
Even if it's serrated, they showed an explosion happening right in front of his face, and it heals right back.
But a serrated arrow is designed not to come out. It's got jagged hooks that'll cling onto the inside of the body.
No, it's that strong that it will tear up flesh and bones, and it will just pull it out, and it will instantly re-heal.
It'll slow it down. That's slowing it down.
I know.
Not some great shot.
It's the same thing with the explosion.
But you hit him in the kneecap, like I'm saying. You go for joints and stuff. You have him fall on the ground. Don't go flying through the air.
So knock him down and then.
Yeah, they're not. These people think they're Spider-Man. Apparently, is what the way I think. I'm seeing it, and they really aren't. They just.
That is Spider-Man-ish. I like that.
Yeah, except for the part where they win. Except for the part where they win.
They lose.
Yeah.
I like how 1 through 4, the Titans were like it was sort of like boring. Like they're just like oh, and they're like trying to climb the wall, and they're just not climbing. They're just like hitting the wall. And then chapter 5, they're agile as fuck. They're just they're jumping, they're fucking dodging shit.
Let's say they couldn't even set up pitfall traps. They got access to gunpowder, set up some explosive mines. Nothing. They have done nothing to. Everyone deserves to die. I'm sorry. And how I think it's going to go is instead of military strategy, these people are going to get amazing superpowers to fight these Titans.
No, Aaron will get a power. No, what's the fuck with the key? In this world, it almost feels like there is no superpowers. There's mechanical.
There's a lot of animes where I read where I thought it was like that originally, and they all of a sudden throw them in there, and I'm just like,
No. You don't go 850 years without any powers, and then powers. It's not like Naruto. Like since the beginning, there were jutsus, and now.
Hitman Reborn.
Huh?
That Hitman Reborn manga. I don't know if you ever read it. I thought it was gonna be cool, like some actual mafia stuff, and it turned into Dragon Ball Z Mafia, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? It's like that kind of thing. I really hope they don't do that though. I'd rather see like an actual like humanity versus these Titans instead of like, oh, all we gotta do is launch fire from our hands to burn these Titans to death.
I have a strong feeling we're gonna get spoiled.
I just hope so, because it seems like it can be cool. I just wish they would smarten up. Like I feel like humanity deserves to be where it's at for the way they've been fighting so far.
Oh, well, what do you think about they're always having like the better guys or the best recruits or the best trainees or whatever being sent into the center to like protect the king?
If the things never get there, then once again, that's the most foolish thing I've ever heard of.
Well, no, eventually they'll keep knocking down the walls.
Don't send all of them.
What, other recruits?
Yeah, like I said, a couple of them to protect the king, you know? He doesn't need all of them. And what are 10 recruits going to do to these Titans?
What?
Even if these Titans make it to the center barrier, what are these 10 recruits going to do?
Well, it's 10 recruits of every graduating class.
As each class goes to become the military police, you know, they got others who are retiring of old age and stuff, so.
Okay.
There's only so many at a time. And then deciding that you decide to take that route as military police.
Yeah, some of them don't. But what I'm thinking is like the king must know something about these Titans. Like he must know like the only way to like weaken the Titans if there's less humans. Like how maybe a spin-off like the human hatred thing. That's why maybe if there's less humans, there'll be less human hatred. Maybe something like that.
Well, that's pretty down to less humans. I mean, they're saying this whole population so far is literally in this one little circle, so I don't know if it's so much that. Maybe it's just, maybe their feelings toward the Titans, like the Titans can sense the fear and anger, blah, 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 or something like that.
So maybe if they love that Titan,
I don't know. It's going to be silly. I have a feeling it's going to be silly.
It's going to be silly. Alright, anything else?
I like it. It's pretty cool. I wish it made a little more sense sometimes. great animation, the action scenes, and everybody dying. The way they die is epic. That is really entertaining. When they get slapped out of the air like flies, when you think they're about to do something really cool. Just get you one of those situations out of nowhere. I know as soon as I saw that, I saw Aaron get slapped out of the air, I laughed my ass off.
You laugh on what?
When Aaron got slapped out of the air, he lost his leg. I thought that was the funniest thing because it was so unexpected. Like I thought he was about to do something, thing just like. Yeah, and his leg would fly. It got
so serious, funny. Like so quick. Like, wait a minute, these signs are badass. Like, what the fuck?
I don't know, dude. I was cracking up. I'm sorry. It was so sudden and just like so completely opposite of what they were setting it up for that I couldn't help but laugh. He's like, "How dare you!" Oh.
Do you think there are going to be any different type of Titans?
Of course there will be, because however they're going to figure out how to fight them. They're going to
adapt.
They're already showing them adapting, so they've got to be able to go farther than that, Good with wings, and then it'll be dragons, and then they'll get small and big and get
wings?
guns and
wings.
Yeah, man.
Really, wings?
Yeah.
Fucking overpowered. They're already overpowered in
You got one that can teleport. I mean, I don't know how you can get more OP than that.
Yeah, why doesn't it just teleport in the inside of the wall?
Same thing. I was like,
why is it? That's what I'm telling you. The king knows something. The king put a magic on the wall. He did something. He definitely. The king's a tricky bastard. Is the king the chess playing guy?
No, that was a business owner, I think.
Business in the wall? There's a business still. I would think there'd be a giant communistic state where everybody works to live together.
I don't know. From what it sounds like, is that each ring of the wall is its own kind of individual area. Mm-hmm. That's why when the people from the outer ring, that Shinar Shan place, the place that got overrun, whatever the name was, it started with an S and it had a whole lot of letters in it. But when other people even besides the fact that they of course had to share the food source, they kind of said that they looked down on us from being on the outskirts of the walls anyway.
So there's already
the class separation and the individual town separations for each ring. And it makes sense. These places seem totally separated by gigantic walls, so why wouldn't there be?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. That's basically it. Aaron still has a key. He's not dead because he still has a key.
He can unlock the Titan's stomach.
No, that'd be so stupid. That'd be so stupid.
I have an idea. It's just
So, that was it. Entertaining, good animation.
Cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Definitely cliffhanger. I see no way out of this.
I'm telling you, alright, so you want to bet? We should really bet. I'm telling you, it's the guys that are already there going to save him. Who else is going to save him? Who else is... Oh, maybe it's Hans. It's Hans. That's the guy's name. Hans?
He's going to get superpowers.
No, Hans.
I think he's going to get superpowers.
What, inside the belly?
Yep.
Alright, let's end this video.
Yeah.